Sorry, Gaurav.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening.
Sir, I have some doubts in MLP. What time we are starting?
Yeah, we can start now. You may ask without.
Sir, actually, I didn't get the idea about the project, like what we have actually do in the project.
Have you gone through the audio?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we are getting the echo.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I should I rejoin?
Yeah, please do that. In the meantime, others can ask questions. I mean, if you have any questions,
Yeah, sir. Hi.
yeah, they
Sir,
can.
I'm actually doing the project and I'm facing few difficulties actually. What I did, can I tell you my pipeline actually what I'm doing, trying to do? So
If you have, I mean, I won't go in that much technical details here, but yeah, if you want some generic guidance, then I can help in that.
yeah. Sir, in the feature selection phase, what I'm doing is first of all, I'm dropping all the columns that have, unique, only one unique values. Okay. So I drop
Mm-hmm.
all those columns and then for the categorical values, for categorical columns, I'm doing one hot encoding. And for the binary categorical columns, I'm just doing the binary encoding. And for the numeric columns, I'm plotting that correlation matrix and then I'm finding out the correlations and then I'm choosing the uh, numerical columns. And I chose only 3 to 4 only numerical columns, and after that I trained the linear regressor, but that didn't perform at all well. So I got a score of 0.12 in my validation split that I did in my notebook. In the
Mm-hmm.
Kaggle contest, when I'm submitting, I got negative R2. So moving on, then I trained the XGBoost and Light GBM also, but those are also not performing well. Means in my validation split they are performing well, like I'm getting 0.6 or 0.7 R2, but when I'm submitting it to Kaggle, then I'm getting 0.05, 0.04, very less score. So that is the problem I'm facing. So am I missing something? So that's what
So,
I wanted to
see,
ask you.
see whatever you have done, so I mean ideally this process works well, but if you see again, as you know, I mean this data set is one of the reminder where you can understand that okay, the I mean typical pattern which we follow doesn't work everywhere. Okay, so first of all, I mean so just to recheck wherever you are using this one, like what all columns you are dropping. Okay, first of all, I mean so I mean in the first run, I mean if you when you are saying me that okay, there are few columns where we have just constant one value, so you are dropping them, so it makes sense also. But okay, but apart from that, when you are saying that you are using one hot encoding, just cross check for how many columns, I mean for which categorical columns you are using one hot encoding. Is there more than one value? I mean how many number of unique values are there, or how many number of unique categories are there in those columns? So just cross check those things also. Okay, and then it is all about pre-processing. Okay, first, I mean, instead of following some, I mean, common pattern, okay, where you
Hmm.
just converted into the numbers and then started using different models. Okay, try to
Hmm.
focus on the, I mean, the best approach would be to see how, I mean, just understand the data. Okay, understanding data means, I mean, what are the different patterns are there in the data set, like a
Hmm.
different columns of how it will make sense in your model. Okay, and then I mean, if then from there you just try to reduce the number of columns by maybe just by doing multiple things. I mean, there can be a number of things. So okay, you need to experiment with different pre-processing steps. For example, uh, let's say if some columns are I mean let's say when you are using one hot encoding, there are like
Hmm.
100 of categories in that particular column.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there are
Uh,
few, there are like in the region, there are only five regions. So
uh,
that can be easily one not encoded, but
right, right.
few things have like 650 unique values. So that what I'm doing is I'm selecting top 10 and I'm keeping in others for the rest of those, and I'm encoding all those others in a single
Yeah.
column.
So
So
for
is that
all these things,
process correct?
yeah. So see, this is one thing. Okay, I mean, see, no one can
Hmm,
say what is correct or what is not correct for any data set. Okay, it is all about like just try. It's a trial and error thing. Okay, so you might
hmm, hmm,
come up with. Okay, I mean, currently you checked with 10 and other. So later
hmm, hmm.
you may come up with some other format. Okay, or you may use instead of one hot encoding, you may use label encoding. Okay, that also you may use.
Yeah.
I mean, try different things. Okay, again and again I'm saying this
Okay.
project is all about trial and error. So I mean, you have to learn the new techniques, or whatever techniques you know, just implement it on your project and see whether it is helping you to improve your score or not. Currently, if you see the person who has got the highest score, point
Hmm,
0.7, okay,
hmm.
his if you see, he has submitted more than 84. I think, yeah, 84 submissions he has done till now. So
Yeah.
what does it mean? It simply means that he has been continuously trying different things. Okay, something new he might be trying. That's why I mean, and these things are helping him to improve his score. So what he might be
Hmm.
doing? He might be also doing the something similar only. He might be looking for some new techniques or new things, or some doing in changes in your in pre-processing step, and seeing whether his score is improving or not. Okay, this is what we all have to do, okay, throughout the project. So I mean, if someone is scoring, and if you ask me about my personal opinion here, so see, getting a score more than 0.45 is not a big deal. Okay, once you crack the pattern in the data set, okay, just apply some common sense. Okay, I won't reveal those things here, I want you to find those things. Okay, once you find some common pattern in the data set, okay, I mean, what are the expected value of, just try to find something in target variable. Okay, you will see some pattern. Okay, there are, I mean, I'm just giving you a hint. So there are some patterns. Okay, so just try to reveal those patterns. Okay, how you will reveal those patterns? Once you will draw the graphs. Okay, I mean, just see the like values. Okay, range of values, all these things, you will find those patterns. Okay, and similarly, and based on that, you have to use appropriate pre-processing techniques, and that will help you to get good score. Okay.
Okay, sir, one more question I had. Sir,
Uh-huh.
is it possible to first, let's say we classify whether there will be a purchase or not, and then we regress for the purchases. Like first we decide, first by a classifier, we classify whether there will be a purchase or not, and if there is a purchase, then we regress the value. Is this allowed if we use two different models, a
Whatever you
classifier
want
and a
to see, whatever you want to use, just use that. It is just that at the end, your notebook should create that CSV file, and which is, I mean, your notebook should create the final CSV file. Okay,
Okay, okay, okay, sir.
keep in that.
Thank you.
Okay, and it is all about, see, whatever the idea is, see, why we have given you 2 months. Okay, ideally, if you see, the project is all about like 1 week. In a week you will be able to come up with the model and everything. Okay, and that you can do. But why we are giving you 2 week, I mean 2 months, is that try different thing. Whatever is coming in your mind, no, just try and experiment with those things. Okay, and see whether it is helping you or not helping you. Okay, so that's the ideal process.
Sir, so basically you are asking us to check which variables are correlated highly with the target variable and then to include those variables in our data set.
That what I'm saying is that, so how many number of variables you will be using? This is also a very kind of variable, no? I mean, that you will find the sweet spot. Okay, I mean, you will find a position where, I mean, after increasing the number of variables. Okay, I mean, for even after increasing the number of variables which you will consider for your model is not helping you to improve your score. At those points you have to stop. Okay, so all the things you have to do, and I mean, you have to experiment with it, and you have to see which is helping you to improve your score. Okay. uh, all right. uh, Maybe, yeah, Priyansu, what is the doubt?
Sir, there are two doubts. One is about the leaderboard. Initially, we were told that there will be our internal leaderboard.
Uh-huh.
So I think it's not yet published.
Yeah. So I mean, as of now, it is not yet published because I mean, see, in the internal leader, what we'll do is that here there might be few people who are not part of this program. I mean, who are not enrolled for this project. Okay, I'm not sure how many people like that are there because all of them are doing so many. I mean, doing so many submissions. So typically, the people like who are not part of project, no, they do not do this much submission. So I am assuming that yeah, these are the people like who have enrolled this term. Okay, so that is first thing. Second thing is that okay, so there might be few people and few invalid submissions can be there. Okay, which simply means that okay, so he or she might have used some model which is not which some pre-trained models. Okay, which is not allowed. Okay, or some what okay, I mean, there would be some unethical practices. So we will screen out those people, and yeah, based on that we will create new leaderboard. I mean,
So, sir, when that will be created? Any tentative
okay, I
deadline?
mean, typically for now, I mean, at least see last time, if you see last time, what had happened is that so earlier there we had set the evaluation matrix as I think F1 score, and okay, and in before the starting of the term, I mean somewhere around ninth Jan, we kept it as accuracy score. So because of this, what had happened last time is that there were many people like at least 60, 70 people like who submitted when we had the model when we had the evaluation matrix at F1 score. So because of that, there were so many confusions. Okay, I mean, so I mean there is a lot of deviation from original leaderboard and effective leaderboard. So this time you can assume that there will be effective leaderboard will be very similar to this original leaderboard only. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so
Okay,
yeah.
and sir, another thing is about the L1 Viva. Do we have to proactively check from our side, or will we
No, no,
notify?
no. You don't have to do check anything. Okay. If your registration is successful, you just keep attempting, you keep doing this one. Okay. I mean, keep improving your Kaggle score. Okay. Once you, I mean, we will release the L1 eligibility sheet. Okay. So it is simple. I mean, if you have crossed, I mean, if your registration is successful and if you have, if your score is more than 0.45, then it is obvious that you will be getting a Viva call. Okay. And for that, you don't have to do anything. All right.
Okay, sir. And
So
sir, when that will be? Any idea? I mean, like
I
in
just
1 week,
uh,
2 weeks, or 3 weeks?
so I mean one cycle will be definitely after immediately after quiz one or after quiz two. I mean you can expect one cycle in July for sure.
Okay,
Okay,
sir. Okay,
one
thank
cycle
you.
before I mean in the beginning of the month of July, and second cycle can be towards the end of the July. Okay, for those things you don't have to do anything. Okay, I mean automatically once you are I mean whoever will be eligible, no, once the Viva cycle will start, they will get the mail by slot booking mail. Okay, and it is
Okay,
not that
sir.
if you haven't booked the slot then you won't get any slot. No, you will get again. Okay, so
Okay,
for
sir.
that
Thank
you
you,
don't
sir.
have to worry. All right. Who has the next question? Gaurav.
Hello, sir.
Hi Gaurav.
Now voice is clear, sir.
Yeah, very clear.
Mm. Sir, actually, I'm not getting what we have to do in this project
Okay,
because,
okay.
according to my idea, what I understood, can I share my screen?
Okay, but do not share your code publicly. Okay, this
It's
is what
okay.
I want. Or I mean, if you have some generic code, then that you may share.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What I understood with the project, I'll show you. Uh, what I understood, sir, that we have to perform all this uh, milestones in the Kaggle data.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? That point
Huh.
what I understood. Because if I don't know if I'm telling right or wrong, like
Okay.
with
So
this
I'll tell you.
project,
I'll tell you.
yeah.
Okay. So
And in
two
this,
things are
I
there.
make the Kaggle notebook and everything I make. And it's not about the score. I'm learning from the Chat GPT for the like new codes, what we can do, everything.
So
And
Gaurav,
learning. Yes, sir.
huh. So have you completed your MLP course?
No, no, sir. I'm studying side by side. I'm studying, and I'm studying, trying to study it in fast pace. So at least, what my target is by 15 July, it will be completed.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
not like I wanted to complete the next week itself. No, nothing like that, sir. I am giving a particular time to that one. But in the project phase, I am not able to understand. Like we have one Kaggle notebook here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everything is here. So, like in Kaggle notebook, we have to use some codes just to increase our score.
I
Correct?
understood. I understood your doubt.
Okay. Yeah. But problem is that what we have to do in this, like what is points we have to follow. What I am doing right now, I follow the milestone one with two, three models, like the linear regression, like normal one only, then random forest, then the cat boost. Only I follow the milestone one with the three models. Okay, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know
Mm-hmm.
only about this model, I learned this one. Okay, this is a thing, so I will try with different models. I used to do that. If a score is coming high, I am publishing it. If the score is coming low, I'm letting it go.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I see some models score is getting higher also, some models is getting it lower also. So I'm not
Mm-hmm.
publishing that one. That one I understood. Okay. But I
Mm-hmm.
really don't know if we have to follow all this model to all like all the points in milestone one to until the last like until the
All right,
milestone
I
six.
understood. I understood your doubt. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll tell you
please,
a few
sir.
things. Okay, so first of all, see, just forget everything, whatever is in your mind. See, in this
Yes, sir.
project, you have got a data set, and your job is to get. I mean, whatever you want to do, just do that. It is just that you have to get as much as good score as much you can. Okay, at least it should be more than 0.45. That is your task. Okay,
Okay,
and
sir.
nothing else. Okay, now I'll talk about milestone. Consider these milestones as a graded assignment. Okay, apart from that project, you have to also submit these graded assignments. Okay, take it like this. Okay, uh, so whatever we have mentioned in the milestones, no, these are generic guidelines. Okay, if someone do not know how to proceed, how to, for them it is it
Okay, sir.
will give a kind of direction, but you do not have to strictly rely on this. Okay, submitting milestone is a different thing. Okay, I mean it is like a submitting some assignments on our
Hmm.
portal. Okay, why we have kept that? Only because what we used to see earlier is that there were many people like who simply comes at the end of the project, and at that time they might copy from someone and they submit and they get a good score, and they somehow try to pass it. Okay, for
Hmm.
these people, and for these people we created some milestones so that we can see, okay, whether you are doing some progress regularly or not. Okay, for that purpose only we have incorporated these milestones questions. Okay, just consider it like a graded assignment. Okay, as I'm saying, so there are some assignments questions which we have given you, so which you have to solve, okay,
Yes, sir.
but yeah, your ultimate aim should be always to get a best score, I mean as good score as much you can. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and this is what will give you the marks. Okay, if you see the score pattern in this course, 5 marks
Mm-hmm.
is for 5 marks for
Milestone.
these milestones. Okay, 1 marks per milestone. Apart from that, 30 marks is there for your Kaggle score only. Okay, 30 marks is there for Kaggle score. It depends where you lies from 0.45 to point. I mean, currently high score is 0.73. So, okay, wherever you lie, based on that, you will get that marks. Okay, and then we have a big chunk of marks, 50 marks for Vivas, level 2 Vivas. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have notebook marks. Okay, the quality of notebook that will be judged upon 10 marks. For that also we have 10 marks. Okay, so that's how this marks is distributed. It is not that you have to strictly rely on the, in your final notebook you have to exactly do whatever we have mentioned in the milestones. Okay,
Okay,
you
sir.
are free. This is just to give those people direction like
Like a
who do
basic
not know.
guideline.
Ha ha ha. Right, and I mean you are free to assume that these milestone questions which we have embedded on the portal are like a graded assignment question, some assignment questions. Okay, which you
Mm-hmm.
have to answer. That's it. Okay, but keep in mind that you should have some version of your notebook where you have solved these things. Okay, I mean these milestone questions, so that at the end maybe L1 examiner may ask you, okay, show me where you have submitted milestone one. So you have submitted milestone one. Just show me where you have got these answers.
That
Okay.
one I am making in collab.
Ah,
So is it
ah.
okay?
No, 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 no. Do not do these things in collab. Do
Then
everything on Kaggle only. So Kaggle has given you notebook. You may create some separate notebook on the here only. Okay. Or just once you do those milestones, just save it as a version. Okay. Kaggle has it. See, the best part, the best thing with Kaggle is that Kaggle saves it with some dates. Okay, so that we can easily track you. Okay, I mean we will be easily able to differentiate. Okay, you did this long ago. A date we have, no. For example, if you want to do the milestones, no, just go back.
go back, sir.
Haha,
Okay, sir. Okay, this one will save. Okay.
haha. Go back again. So one thing what you can do is that here also you can do everything, and then when you click on the right side top three dot is there, no.
Yeah.
So when you click on this, no, here you can save it. Okay, save different version, right? So once you
Yeah.
edit it, okay, once you edit, no, once you click on edit, for example, let's just click on edit.
Okay, sir.
You okay, you click on something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Edit, sir.
yeah, okay, fog off. Okay, so here you can do that. Okay, just do the milestone part
So,
and save it.
but one question. We cannot. Uh, 1 minute, sir. Uh, I'll start again. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Data, code, my your work.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Here also, see, one more thing what you can do is that for these milestones, you may create new notebook. Okay, for
Sir,
example, you have
tell me.
so here you have option on new notebook. Okay, from here also you can see right side. Okay, just see the
Okay, 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 okay.
new notebook. Click on it. Okay, you will be able to create new notebook. Do milestones. Okay, just name it milestone one, milestone two, milestone three. Okay, that you can do. That can be one way. Or in the same notebook, just put a headline like milestone one, then solve the milestone one, then milestone two, then milestone three. Anything. Okay, it is just that. See, ultimately, when at the end
So
we
it,
ask,
it will be remain in the same folder.
yeah, it will be in the same folder. Okay.
So how
So
do we? Okay, how do we have to submit this link, sir?
nothing. You don't have to submit this link. Just keep it here only. See, these are just the proofs. Okay. At the end, maybe in case if we find that okay, if we find that okay, you have might not have done these milestones. So we in the L1 Viva itself, we may ask you, okay, so have you done these milestones? Just show me where you did this. Okay. At
So
that time, so
what I can
mainly
do now, I will copy paste the milestone 1 and 2 from collab to here or no need.
definitely do that. Definitely do that. Okay. So
So
that
it
at
will
least,
be
yeah.
having like today dates now.
So that is there. That is there for sure. But at least see, now we have discussed it. So at least in the your collab also there is some date will be mentioned, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So already you have done the mistake. It is just that okay, from now onwards, at least still this is not too big mistake, right? Because most of the dates are here only. Getting my point.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, just do that.
So
That
this
would make
notebook it will be remain for the project notebook and this one will for the other
milestone.
one.
Yeah, so
Okay.
this is one approach. Another approach is that so in that your main notebook only just do solve the milestones and save it. Okay, what Kaggle does is that Kaggle saves different versions. For example, okay, just click on that three dot like where you just click now.
Oh yes, sir.
No, below that. Okay, just for yeah, this one.
This
Yeah,
one.
right. See,
Hmm.
there are 13 out of 19. There are 19 versions of your notebook, right? So
Hmm.
every time once you make changes, it gets saved. Okay, once you make some changes and you submit it on Kaggle, no, it saves it as a version. So currently, if you click on that, just click on it. So see,
Yeah,
all the versions are here, right?
yeah. But
So from
problem is
here,
coming. Okay, sir. Please, sir,
Mhm.
continue.
Okay. So what happens is that we can check the versions. For example, it say me later that okay, I did it on my notebook, but I just deleted it so that I got something better. So that's why I deleted it. So at that time, we may ask you to show me the version, and from here we can search, okay, whether you have did it really or not.
Okay, so all these version which are failed, I can delete. I should delete it better.
No, no, no. Why would you delete it? Keep it
Okay, sir.
there as it is. Okay.
Okay, sir. One another question, sir. Like you are asking, like all these headings and this one will be there, or we have to provide the hashtag also that what we are actually doing.
So beautifying your notebook is also another aspect of it. Okay. So first of all,
Any
what
suggestions, sir?
uh, definitely you should beautify your notebook. Okay. I mean, ultimately it should be in a presentable format. Okay. So
Mhm.
what you have to do is that currently you have to focus completely on getting the better score. Okay. So
Okay.
once you are ready for, I mean, level one Viva, no, at that time, what you have to do is that you have to structure your notebook properly. Okay. And for that purpose, you have to see the level one Viva checklist is there, no? So
Mhm.
you have to follow that. Okay. Just open the guideline document.
Mhm.
Just go below. Just go to the L1 Viva part. L1 Viva, where it is.
No, no, down.
Okay, just go.
Yeah,
Okay.
here, sir.
Yeah. So in level one Viva, so these are the checklists. So if you see, if you notice these points, no, this is what we see in level one Viva. And what we say is that, so here we are mentioning that all the checkpoints are mandatory. Okay, but what we do is that we give some relaxation. At least if you have just missed 1 or 2 miles checkpoint, no, we allow you for level 2 Ava. But there are few mandatory checkpoints, like whether you have tried at least 3 models or not, whether you did EDA or not, or you were able to explain your code or not. Out
Yeah,
of these three, if you miss anything, no, we won't allow you for level 2 Ava. So
yeah, I
that is.
agree.
Mhm,
Once we submit our notebook, we have already finished the lab. For example, we have the score has come 0.45.
mhm,
So we have some the directly call come for the L1 Viva, correct?
mhm. Right.
Then after that one, the we don't have to do any changes in the notebook, or
You
still we
can do
can.
it.
Okay,
You can do.
okay. So based on that one, on our L1 Viva, the L2 Viva will be generated, even though it's
Uh,
going higher also.
so
Correct?
if you, yeah, if you have passed L1 Viva, L1 Viva is like a screening round. Okay,
Hmm.
where we just screen out those people who are not ready for level 2 Viva. Okay, or who,
Okay.
their notebook is not ready for level 1, level 2 Viva, or the
Hmm.
person himself doesn't know concept. It is just that somehow he has crossed the score. So we just,
Hmm.
I mean, filter out these people in
Ah,
level
that
1
one
Viva.
I agreed, sir. That one totally
Haha.
agreed.
Mhm.
So
So
after that
that's
one, L2 Viva will be conducted.
correct.
Correct, sir?
Mhm.
Okay. One
So,
more question, sir. Like
mhm.
few of the cases, what is happening in this all? Like I tried this one. Data is coming, everything is coming, but this because I check on Discord also, many people are having this problem. The submission file not there.
So it simply means that some part of your code is not working. That's why submission file is not getting generated,
Yeah,
right?
that's why I'm trying to change in between, like something is missing, then that's why another error is coming. That's why I'm finding this one, another error is coming. Okay, sir. Sir,
Uh-huh.
for Beautify, and so that means that's the only problem. If some part of the code is not running fully, that's why submission file is not getting generated.
Correct.
Okay, then I will go through again. One more question, sir. For beautifying the notebook, like we have to
Hmm.
put the this one, we can put the hashtag. It's nothing else we can do because this is just this is our notebook, right?
So many things you can do. Okay, I mean, I would say,
Any suggestions, sir?
yeah. Yeah. So I mean, so just first focus on these things. I mean, in the later weeks we will talk about this topic. Okay. So
Hmm.
there are too many things you can do. I mean, see, it's all about structuring your notebook in a proper format. Okay. We will share one sample notebook. Okay, that will give you a good idea.
Are
Okay.
you sending now on the meet?
Uh, no, we will share later. Okay. I mean, currently,
Okay.
I mean,
So
I need to see where it is. Okay.
okay,
Previously,
no
also in the
problem.
last time, also like we shared it.
So,
So
but
we will
because
share that.
sir, this one, like on version 13 already notebook is there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I cannot change the version 13 again.
So why
or
to
I can
change?
change it
Why,
also.
what is the need to change the version 13? Okay, just keep submitting. Okay, I mean, I am not worrying about like what was your in the previous version. Okay, and so when we check your previous version, is that when we found something suspicious? I mean, we feel that okay, you have
No, no, no,
done
no,
in.
not
Uh-huh,
like that, sir. Like you are
uh-huh.
telling, for making the notebook looking better, it has all the
Mm-hmm,
versions in it, right?
mm-hmm.
Like for example, if you see this one, this is my first one. It's like very simple. Then in second one, I start putting the small.
So we will always see your latest version. We are not. I mean, we will judge you
Okay,
based on your latest version. We won't judge you on your previous version, right?
like
So
yeah,
it's like a history, like whatever it shows your progress, how you proceeded from the beginning till today. Okay,
yeah.
that is
Like
there
this one,
in the
you
version.
can see some this, like this thing is happen, like data loading, like
Uh-huh.
very simple thing. Then later on stage, I came to know, okay, we can put the like this. If I'm putting like this, I can put like this also, like making it
Uh-huh.
bigger and everything.
Uh-huh.
I came to know, and the same thing is is getting here also. 1 minute, sir. Yeah, like the table of contents is there, is getting added here. So I
Right.
came to the new things, so I'm just putting it there.
Okay, so
You are just,
this is what you are
yeah.
expected to do, no? I mean, this is what you are expected to do.
Oh,
Okay.
so when you are checking the notebook, you will be checking the first uh,
Final version. Okay,
final
whatever
one.
you will show me, no, whatever you will show me, we will check. I mean, L1 examiner, L2 examiner will check that only, or we'll judge you based on that notebook only. It is just that
Uh,
in case if we feel that okay, something you have okay, we may ask you to show a number of versions. Okay, so this
mhm,
number shows us that okay, you have been working since the beginning. Okay, so this
mhm.
is that's it. Okay, and sometime we may ask you to show the versions for checking these milestones. Okay, that's it, nothing else.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
So
I
this
mean, whatever you
milestone.
will see, yeah, in level one or level two, they will see your final version, final notebook version, whatever you have created. Okay, your final output. I mean, they are not much interested in seeing your rough notebook. Okay, just consider different version is as your something rough notebook. Okay,
Okay, and for collab, I will show you, sir. Uh,
Sir, we
See,
also have doubts.
so yes, sir,
one
we
minute,
have
yeah, yeah.
doubts.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute, sir. Uh, like this one.
See, collabs are not allowed. We won't consider
No, no,
for at
no.
any.
The same thing. Can I transfer there? If it won't be a problem, sir.
Uh, so it won't be I mean currently
Because already date has passed. That's why I'm asking you.
so that's why at least pass it. I mean, what best you can do is that you can just copy it in the Kaggle notebook also. Okay, that's it.
Okay,
This is
sir.
what you
Thank
can.
you so much, sir.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
Okay. Yeah, hi Hers. Hello, Hers, are you there? Maybe. Okay, Saubhagya.
So I have a doubt in the random state part. Like in while doing random state 1729, I'm getting my best score, and while decreasing it, the score changes. So why is this fluctuation in the score? So
A random state simply means that you are I mean there are some few things which algorithm determines automatically. I mean some pattern. Okay, I mean there can be different initialization point, different things. So I mean based on this random state you set those parameters. Okay, or you try to fix that parameters. Okay, so that every time with every initialization same thing it will do. Okay, so
No,
okay
no, sir.
I
I was
might.
asking. Yeah, I was asking
Mhm,
like for random. Most of my friends use random stat 42, and that gives
mhm.
them their best score. But for me, things start to change. Like if I use 1729, I get better results, and if I change it, then change to 42, then I score low. So why? So what is that parameter? Like I want to understand what is
So,
that.
okay, so do you know what is random state, first of all?
Not basically like I didn't understood from the beginning.
Okay, so what happens is that let's say let's talk about some algorithms. Okay, just tell me some algorithms like where you have used random state.
So no, no, I had used random set in the split in data splitting part. So I yeah.
Okay. Data. Okay. So let's talk about data splitting part here. Okay. So in data splitting, let's say you have 100 samples. Okay. And each sample name is like sample number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like a number 8, 9, 10, and number 100. Okay. So there can be different and data splitting. You have to take a ratio of 80-20. Okay. 80 for training, 20 for test purpose. Right. So
Mhm.
for that, what you will be doing is that, okay, so there can be multiple ways. Okay, so ultimately what you have to do is that you have to take 80 samples for training and 20 samples for testing purpose. Okay, so what algorithm can do is that, so I mean in the first go, let's say, I mean in when I clicked for first time, so it selected first. Let me go. Yeah,
So
I'm just muting Gaurav. Okay. So yeah. So what will happen is that, let's say in the first run, it took first 80 sample for training and next last 20 sample for test purpose. Okay. This is one set of, I mean, training and test set, right? So okay. And then what can happen is that if I click again here, no, it will take some different ATP samples. Okay, sample number 1, sample number 3, sample number 5, then sample number 8, sample number 99, sample number 100. Okay, like that, it would have different 80 samples for training purpose. Okay, and different 20 sample for test purpose. Okay, then if let's say if I click again, then again it will take different 80 samples for training and different 80 sample for test purpose. So what is happening is that here, so if you see every time you are taking different samples for training purpose and different sample for testing purpose. Because of this, what happens is that there are chances that your score might deviate, right?
yeah,
Getting it or not?
yes, sir.
Okay. So what
So
we do? Uh-huh.
yeah. So another thing is that can't we score more like I have reached a certain point like up beyond that I cannot increase my score even after doing hyper parameter tuning or else
Mhm.
uh, uh, can is there any certain limit like after that we can score more.
So, regarding okay, so if you are saying that after certain point you can score more, I mean I don't know. So see, one person has got 0.733,
Yeah, yeah, I
right?
got.
So it's okay. You only have got it.
Yeah. So I have tried like bunch of methods. I even submitted 100 versions. Like I'm not able to score more. Like even after doing hyperparameter tuning a lot of times.
So I mean, are you okay? So whether you have got this seven, so what is your leaderboard rank?
One.
Okay, so you are about one. Okay, so then you already know, no? I mean, see again. Okay, so I need to I mean rephrase my language. So what I am saying is that, see, there can, what can be the best score, that depends on the data set to data set and number. So see, so you have already tried, uh, you have already submitted 84 submissions, right? And I have
100.
not tried that many submissions, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, what can be the best score, that no one can say. I mean, you guys will only decide, okay? Because you guys will be trying these many models, okay?
Uh,
What we do is that when we decide the data set, at that time, typically what we do is that we simply see, okay, I mean, what is the average score people will we get? Okay, we go with some medium level models. Okay, I mean medium level, bare minimum, you may say the, yeah, bare minimum encoding and a bare minimum pre-processing, and with that we see what can be the optimal score they can get. Okay,
yeah.
so that we saw that, okay, 0.45 people can easily get, so that we set as a cutoff. Okay,
Uh,
and huh,
Sir, another thing is that I'm just setting as I'm using XG board. I'm setting just keeping normal parameters like n estimate is 100 and max set at 10. So
mm-hmm.
while doing hyper parameter tuning, my validation score is getting lower. And even if I do something on the feature engineering part, my validation score is increasing even if 0.002. But if that increases, my test score decreases. So
It's fine. No, I mean, see, ultimately you have somewhere at the top of the leaderboard, right? From
mhm,
here, there is a minimum chances of getting something better.
yeah.
Correct. So that's why, I mean, with something, some minor changes, you may get a little score little better than this. Okay, so
No,
that's
no,
the
sir.
thing.
I was worried about the hyperparameter tuning part. Like in the course, it is mentioned to do hyperparameter tuning. But even if I do hyperparameter tuning, my validation and my test score both decreases. So that was the part
That's
I was
not a problem.
concerned.
That's not a problem. That's not a problem. So are you worrying? Are you worried about this final submission or final notebook
Yeah,
format?
yeah.
So
I
see,
am worried that if
you have
like
okay. So if you have used legal methods and you have got this 0.733 score, so that will be considered for your final evaluation. Okay, final what you say final grade calculation. Okay,
okay.
so
So
you can. I mean,
that
yeah.
okay. So, sorry to
Mhm.
interrupt. So that means for final submission, I just need to do a hyperparameter tuning, and
Mhm.
I do not need to use those parameters in my model.
Huh.
Okay.
So see hyperparameter. See again, what we are saying here is that so let's. I mean, if you are doing hyperparameter tuning with hyperparameter tuning, you are getting some values. Okay, so just
Yeah.
use that and submit it. That's a different thing. Okay, I mean just follow that pattern. Okay, and show that model in your I mean L1 Viva and L2 Viva. Okay, so in L1 Viva and L2 Viva, they will judge you based on your. I mean they will judge you based on your notebook structure. Okay, whether it is properly formatted, you have used different things or not. Okay, so what they want to see is that whether you have checked using hyperparameter, whether you have done hyperparameter tuning or not. If you have
Uh,
done it, that is okay.
no, no, sir. I have just it out. Can you look to my notebook for a second? Can I share my screen?
Okay, okay.
Okay.
I mean, see, it's not a good thing to share your notebook publicly
No, no, no.
because
I'm
if
just
someone,
sharing
yeah,
my model, just hyperparameter
uh-huh,
tuning, but not
okay,
anything else.
all
Okay.
right.
So, sir,
So it is why I'm saying why I always uh,
yeah, sir.
not
See,
suggest
see,
you to.
yeah. This
Okay,
is my model. Yeah. In this, I'm getting this much score. Okay. In
uh-huh.
while if I do hyperparameters
I
tuning, the
got your point.
maximum.
I got your
Yeah.
point, bro. So what is happening is that so I mean ultimately in level one Viva, no, they will see whether you tried hyperparameter tuning or not. That's it. Okay. It is not that in L1 Viva, no, you have to show your best performing model. That
Yeah.
is not there. Okay. Level one Viva, they will judge whether you tried these things or not. Okay, those checklists. Okay, that's it. It is fine if you're, I mean, you have got the score 0.733, but in level one Viva, you are showing the model, I mean, showing the complete notebook, which is giving you the score, let's say 0.70 only. It is
Yeah.
fine, completely fine. Okay.
Yeah, and so one more thing is that like if we do all the milestones in the same notebook that we were we are actually
Uh,
working on, so that is
mhm.
fine, right?
Yeah, that is also fine. Or otherwise, also to keep your notebook clean, I would suggest you, okay, just say, I mean, keep it in some version, but in the final version, which you are going to show your level one examiner, no, do
Okay,
not
okay.
keep these things. Okay, I mean, upon asking, if they ask you, okay, show me where you did milestone one, at that time you may refer to that version.
Yeah, so I
Okay,
have made
or the
sections like yeah, this section is for milestone one, yeah. So in notebook
so
to keep
I
it
mean,
clean.
at least yeah, in level one and level two, I would suggest you to not keep those things. Okay, I mean, keep your notebook clean. Okay, ultimately, as I said, you so in level one, why you should properly format your notebook. I mean, it should be in a presentable format. Okay,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
I'm saying, that will make more sense when I share some sample notebook. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
that will
So
give
shall
you the better
will you
idea.
share right now?
No, not right now. Actually, I also need to find.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay, all right.
Where will you share, sir?
I'll share maybe on the Discourse page. That would be the better place, right? I'll share on Discourse only. Okay, it is just that okay. I mean, somewhere I would have kept it in my drive. Okay, it was in a PDF format. Okay, need to search that. Okay, so yeah, I think someone earlier also I have said it. Someone had pinged me in that thread that okay, can you share it again? But I forget about it and I was not able to give the access and all. Okay, I'll reach look at it. Okay, for now you or just generic suggestions to all of you. Why don't you search on maybe on Google that how to, or I mean, just go on Kaggle and see some publicly available notebook. See how they are keeping their notebook. Okay, so just go there and see. Okay, that will also give you the very good idea. Okay, or I mean, at the meantime, I'll also try to open my Kaggle account. I mean, there definitely I would have some notebook. Okay, yeah. Next question you may ask. In the meantime, I'll just try to open that notebook. Okay, I open my Kaggle account and I'll see. if I have some notebooks to show or not. Okay. Uh, yeah. Who is the next? Yeah. Yeah. Ripusudan.
Sir, there is a questions in the milestone 3 which where we have to do the grid search CV for the random forest model and the Atta boost regression model. So
Mm-hmm.
after writing the code and running the code, so it is taking too much time to run.
Mm-hmm. So okay, so you just put smaller section of smaller numbers for this one grid search, right? That you can do now. Or I
So,
mean,
but
okay,
in
okay.
the
So they
questions
already would have
it
given you.
will
Okay, right,
mention,
right, right, right. So then
so
only
it is
thing.
not even running. It takes too much time.
Okay, okay, okay. So what you can do is that then in that case, what you can do is that just decrease the slot, decrease the number of values. Okay, take a smaller number of values first. Then in the next turn, you can take more number of values. Okay. So ideally, I
Then
mean, I do not
answer
expect.
will be different now.
No, no, no. What I'm saying is that let's say I have to take value from 0 to 10. Okay. So in the first one, I took a value from 0 to 2, 0, 1, 2, 2. Okay. Out of these three, okay. I mean, Kritzer said that, okay, the best value is 1. Then in the next run, I'll take 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Or 1, 3, 4. In that, it will compare. So see, 1 is already better than 0 and 2. So now it will compare 1, 3, and 4. Okay. And from here, let's say again, I got 1 only. Then 1, 5, 6. Okay, because our 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 out of these four, 1 is the best value, right?
So can I use randomizer CV in the place
Uh,
of grid?
See, randomizers CV do not see all the values, right? So that's why it
Yes,
won't be a good approach. I mean, from there you might get the wrong answer. Okay,
okay, sir.
so that's the thing.
Sir, I
Huh.
have a question.
Yeah. Okay.
So, sir, there are many columns in the data set. For example, I just let you know. For example, geonetwork.region, then geonetwork.region, and many more, where there are so many categories, right? And in most of the values, in most of the categories, there are some values such as not set, none. And those not set values are taking so many, means 39,000 values are around not set in many of the categories, categorical variables. So now, sir,
Mm-hmm.
so what to do about these columns? So one hot encoder will create a lot of columns plus the not set column. I think it does not give any information. So what to do about these columns?
I mean, see, ideally, what I would suggest you is that try different things and see which one is giving you the better score. First, I mean, so not available, you may consider it as a separate category. Okay, that you can do. Okay, and if you have more than, I mean, let's say 10, 20 categories, no. So in that case, what so there were people what they suggested is that okay, let's say there are like 1 lakh samples are there, right? Let's say top 10 categories have, I mean, top 10 categories contribute to 80% of the values. Okay, then you can encode these top 10 categories like I mean with some numbers. Okay, and the rest others you can set it some other values. Okay, I mean some other numbers. Okay, and you, or I mean in other words I can say that you just consider them as a separate category. Getting it? I mean, see, ultimately it's all about trial and error. Okay, see different things, come up with a different combination and see which one is working for your data set.
Yes, sir, understood. And sir, one more thing. And there are four columns in our data set that has only 4,000 values. Okay. So what to do about that column? Can we drop that column or we can again categorize it?
Again, I'm again I'm telling you, see, whatever I'll tell you, no, that will be a theoretical thing. Okay, so ultimately the best judge is data set, I mean data set and test case itself. Okay, whatever is coming in your mind, why don't you try the same thing and see whether your score is improving or decreasing. Okay, if it is, I mean, any technique. Okay, directly I would always suggest you to try it on your the data set and see whether it is helping you to improve the score. If it is improving your score, keep it. Okay, if it is not improving your score, remove that step. For example, just now that guy said no. I mean, I mean, even after doing the hyperparameter tuning, even after hyperparameter tuning, his score is decreasing only. So why would he use hyperparameter tuning? Okay, ideally we always suggest, okay, do the hyperparameter tuning, your values will improve, right? But in this case, I mean, default value is giving him the better result. Okay, so there is no need to do the hyperparameter tuning here. Okay, although I mean, we will see that whether you did hyperparameter tuning or not. But again, here, I mean, the default value is giving him the better result. So that's it. So all in all, I mean, in nutshell, I would say go with the, I mean, whatever techniques or whatever process comes in your mind, apply it on the data set and see whether your score is improving or not. I mean, maybe you have to drop the some columns, or you have to, I mean, include some columns, you have to encode some values, or you do not want to encode some values. Just see it there only. Okay.
I just submitted my
Hmm.
linear regression model submission. Actually,
Okay.
in my test and train split, when it compares, it gives the score of 20%, 0.2.
Hmm.
But in the actual test data set given in Kaggle, if I try to predict on that with respect to my model, the score is minus some million.
So it is possible. It is possible because see again,
No,
there
but
can.
what is see, what is the should we also look into the test data set given in the Kaggle the same way like we do the training data set? I extensively looked into all the 52 columns in the train.
Mhm.
In the test also we should do the same thing, because I apply the pre-processing what I applied for the train data set on the test data set. Exactly the same
First thing,
pre-process.
do not blindly, I mean, see, first of all, okay, I'll just reveal one pattern here. If you see the column sequence of training dataset and test dataset is not same.
Yes.
First fix that. Okay, have you fixed that?
Yes, I fixed it. I fixed
Okay,
it. I fixed the same.
that was the first
Whatever
step.
columns I removed in the train, in the test, I cross referenced the columns, and the
No, no, no,
same
no.
columns only I
I'm
removed.
saying yes. Okay, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the sequence,
Yeah, I
sequence
understand.
of.
I understand what you
Uh-huh.
mean. See, the for column one in train, maybe it is column 49. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Haha, right, right.
Yeah, this I fixed.
Huh, okay. And after fixing, I mean, after removing, okay, I mean, in the beginning only you have fixed it, or after removing? Okay, I mean, only at the time of removing you saw you take care of this.
Yes, before submission, I have to. I just run all the pre-processing step, considering this column
You see,
shifting also.
what I am saying is that when you are running the pre-processing step, at that time also just see, okay, I mean, whether the columns are in exact, I mean, the uh, same sequence or not. Okay, so if you
Yeah,
have done it,
that
that
I
is well
checked.
and good. Yeah, that
Whatever
is
I
well and good.
removed, the same number of columns. I matched the columns, everything.
Uh,
That is done.
Okay, so that was the first thing. Second thing is that, okay, just see whether, I mean, whatever pre-processing technique you have implemented on this training set, no, the same, okay, I think someone, Chandrasekhar has mentioned, okay, so whether you have, I mean, if you have would have used the fit transform on the training set, no, so whether you are using fit transform also on test set, or whether only transform you are using on test set. Okay,
On the
so
test.
take care. Yeah, take care of these things. Apart from that, see, it is very much possible. So what happens is that when you are using validation set, no, data snooping may happen. Okay, I mean, some information leakage may happen. Because of that, typically your validation set performs better. Okay, but test set is something where it is completely unseen data, so that's why your model may perform not your model may not perform that good as compared to validation data. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay, apart from all these things, see, linear regression is the simplest model. Okay, so slowly once you improve your pre-processing technique, you improve your model quality. I mean, you use some ensemble based models, so your score will improve. Okay.
Oh, we should not use fit transform, is it? Because we do fit transform, okay, on the train, on the
See,
On the test, we
fit,
do just a transform. So
correct.
since this is test, I should use only transform, is it?
Right, right. So, so fit transform simply means that you are learning from pattern on that data set and you are transforming it. Okay. So, ideally, every time you should learn the pattern from training data set only, and you have to transform test data only. Okay. For test data, you have to
No, no,
transform only. You do not.
see, here we do two things, right? We have a train, we have a test separate to Excel sheet.
Haha.
The train,
Right.
I do the pre-processing, whatever column transform or whatever for the numeric and
Haha.
categorical. I split, I fit transform the train and then transform the test. This is for
Correct.
the training data set. I finished that portion.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do the LR linear regression. I get 20%, 0.2.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried
Okay.
the same thing. But in the pre-processing, when I as you said, the column I matched
Mm-hmm.
the same column and then removed whatever column I removed for the training set, the same columns I removed for the test. Now, applying the transformation for the numerical and categorical for the standard scalar and one hot encoder. In this,
Mm-hmm.
I should be doing fit transform or only transform.
No, no, no. Never do fit transform. You have to always do transform only. Fit transform is only for the training data. Okay. So,
Okay.
do you understand what is fit transform, what is transform, and how it works?
No, I completely forgot.
Oh,
I
okay, okay.
studied, I
So
forgot this.
fit transform simply means that, okay. So first of all, what you do is that fit transform is exactly you doing two step together. First fit, then transform. So you are doing these two steps together. That is what we call as a fit transform. So what happens is that, let's say, when you say that, okay, something got fit, it simply means that it learned the pattern, okay, and it whatever processing step it has to do, no, so that it learned from that data. Okay. So always the learning should happen from the training data only. Okay. And for the test data, you have to use that learning only, okay, to transform here. Okay. Getting it?
Okay. So I have to
That's
use
what.
the same preprocessor dot transform only, not preprocessor dot
Correct, correct,
transform. Okay.
correct.
Okay, I'll try and then see because I'm getting some 4 billion my score.
All right, all right. So see,
Okay, thanks.
here, okay, I hope you understand what does what does zero means here. R2 score, in R2 score, if you are getting score zero, what does it mean? And if you are getting negative score, what does it mean?
Yeah, because
Huh?
0.2 is what I say 20% means it's 0.2. So
Mhm.
now I'm getting minus 4 billion, something like that, 4 billion or something like that.
So still, what? Okay, okay, okay. So it's a question for everyone. If someone is getting R2 score equal to zero, what does it mean?
That means that my prediction is equal to the mean of the data set.
Correct. So it simply means that, okay, I'll just, Devyoti used the technical word. I'll use the easy word. So it is just that, let's say there is one person. Okay, what this person is doing is that he's simply for all the questions. For all the new samples, what he is doing is that he simply took the average of target variables and he's predicting the same thing for all the input values. So if you are getting zero or below zero, it simply means that your model is is not even better than that mean value. Okay, not even better than that person who is predicting the mean value for all the value. Okay, some naive person. Okay, it is just like that. Okay, so this is the baseline here. It is just that. Okay, where we are predicting the mean value. Okay, and if your model is not performing better than that, it means the model is very bad. Okay, so here you are doing some technical error, so that's why you are getting that much negative value. Okay, yeah, so I think, yeah, that is all. Anything else anyone wants to ask or anything?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Gaurav.
Sir, in like milestone, we have already submitted, but now we are for just transferring the questions and this one I'm opening, so it won't be a problem.
No, 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 no. Okay,
Okay, the
although
Google
it
form
is a
received, but we
problem.
are not receiving any notification if the Google form has been received or the marking is okay or the questions are answers are correct. Nothing we have received for Google form one.
Fine, it's fine. See, again, I'm telling you, here we are not, as of now, we are not giving you marks based on your answer. Okay, whether it's
Mm,
correct or not. We are not judging you on that. We are
mm,
judging you whether whether you did it or not.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so
Got
whether
it,
you,
sir.
so I mean, whether you submitted it, and if you have submitted, then whether you did it on your own or not. Okay, based
Mm.
on this only we are going to review. Anyone who are who are submitting the milestone simply means that uh, it simply means that okay, he will get that 1 marks. Okay,
Mm.
yeah,
And
it
like
is
in the
just that.
milestone,
Yeah.
we
Uh,
have to go through only the train data. So
Mhm.
in that one also we have to generate the submission form also.
No, no, whatever question is saying. So again, as I told you, no, so
No, no,
it's
no.
like an assignment.
You're not getting my. I think I'm not able to ask the question correctly.
Mhm.
Can I share my screen one more time, sir, if you don't mind?
Okay, okay, okay. Just be quick.
Yes, sir, please. Thank you so much, sir. Like this is milestone two. Yeah, this one is milestone two, sir. This
Mm-hmm.
one we are working in this case. What I understood that we have to work on only on the train data because we are not testing it against anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I started making this one. This is the Kaggle notebook. So it will be coming like same only whatever in the collab it is coming like that. Okay. So
Okay.
same code I'm
Mhm.
just copy pasting and this one justification and everything. So in this one also we have to do the submission.
Sorry, I mean, we lost
In
you for like last
yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah, yeah. In this one also we have to do any submission or we just leave it like as it is, like all doing
Leave
all the
it as it is.
questions.
No, I mean, if there is no need to do any submissions, then why would you do?
Ah,
Right?
that's the question,
It's
sir.
yeah, it's
Only
a
I'm
processing
asking.
system, so you have to do the pre-processing part only.
Okay, sir. And one last question, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I am not able to. Wait 1 minute, quickly. Sorry for so many doubts. Thank you so much for clearing all, sir. In submission file, I am
Mm-hmm.
not able to locate what this one, the submission PD data frame. It will be this part. It will be common for all, or it will also be changing.
So why would it change? I mean, it's like I mean, see, ultimately the submission data file you are creating, no, for that in the ID you want a range of like from zero to I mean n number of like number of samples, and then purchase
Mhm.
value. The column name should be test predicts. I mean, purchase value should be the like whatever output you
The
got.
final thing, output will be there.
Uh-huh. So
Okay, and this one range is for the shape of zero means we
uh,
have only
number of
one column
samples.
only.
Uh-huh. See, no, no, no. That simply means test df dot shape of zero. What is the first value? First value is number of samples, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I mean, what you are saying that ID in ID it should be range from zero to like 1 lakh or whatever number of test samples are there. Okay, I mean 20 or 25,000, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So that is only like here you are seeing the ID column 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what is said that here you
So
what you
because
are
if
saying.
I'm because if any model I'm using, this part will remain same for all, right?
Correct, right?
Agreed. And only
Huh.
this part will change where we are just putting the cat model predict or anything we are predicting.
Yeah, cat model whatever you have written on that you have to change. Okay, I mean if
Okay.
you are coming with new model
And
that only.
but this part create submission data frame, it will remain same for everyone.
Right, right,
Okay.
for all the
And
models
sir,
like
can you share some link where we can see the different type of models I can go through if
that you
possible,
have to
sir?
search that you have to search. Okay. See, ultimately,
Okay.
what we want you in this course is that see, whatever theoretical knowledge we had to give, we gave you in MLP course. Now
Okay,
you
sir.
have to explore the internet. Okay.
Okay,
Intentionally,
sir.
we have never tried to made any notebook or any place where I mean we have added everything data. Like see, every now and then you are getting new things, you are getting new techniques, you are getting new models. All the, I mean, even we are not. I mean, many times what we see is that when we see the toppers notebook, no, we see some new techniques. Okay, because the reason is that so I mean they are referring to the different people's notebook. I mean current Kaggle grandmasters notebook, and from there they are borrowing new techniques. There might be some new research paper. I mean they have discussed about some new techniques. Okay, that you just try in your model. Okay, so that's why we are not giving you any direction. Okay, you have to search. Okay, and you have to find different things, new things. Okay, and that will
Oh,
only give you the edge, right?
copied, sir.
Okay, anything else?
Sir, actually, the thing is, I am trying quite a lot, but my scores are not increasing. So that is very,
Uh,
devastating. I don't know what I'm
uh-huh.
doing wrong. So that's why I was
No, no, no.
asking. Yeah,
See, it is not that okay, you are doing something wrong. Okay, so what is your current score?
I got my maximum score as 0.3 at present. So
Then there is a lot of scope of improvement. Okay.
yeah, so
Yeah.
hmm.
So what I would suggest you is just so see the best thing what you can do is that
Actually,
always
one more thing,
uh,
I took the MLP theory and project in the same term. I thought that I had prior knowledge about the machine learning and stuff, so that is why I took it. And I recently started the project. I went to Paradox, so that's the reason I couldn't
So that's not a
do
problem.
that.
So that
Yeah,
see, then you don't have any issues. Okay, I mean, tried the system. Okay, I mean, in the worst case, what can happen? In the worst case, you may not able to complete your project in this term. Okay, or even so that's still not a problem. I mean, you whatever you will learn in this term, no, I mean, next term in the beginning only, like in the first in the term break only, you can implement that thing in the next term project, and you can easily pass. I mean, with a very good score. Okay, or the best thing another thing what can happen is that so still you have more than enough time, almost more, 1 month
mm-hmm.
is still left. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you will be
Mm-hmm.
easily able to cross the cutoff. I mean, you will be able to get a good score for sure. Okay, so
Yeah,
enough
yeah,
time is
okay,
there.
sir.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
okay, in
Thank you
both
so much.
cases, I mean, I mean, it's your for your benefit only. Okay.
But I don't want to repeat it. I will somehow do this in this term
See,
only.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
What I would suggest you, know, if you ask me personally, what I would suggest
Hmm.
you is that practice. Okay, I mean, getting passing this course is something. I mean, it's not a
Yeah,
big
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Okay, if you see now, I mean, every term there are good number of people like who have completed this project. I mean, MLP project 2 3 years back. Still, they have been participating in the competition. Why? Because
Hmm.
they get a feel of new data set. I mean, new competition, new data set comes up with new problems. Okay, that
Hmm.
owns your skill. Okay, which is
Hmm.
required, very much required. Okay, so that's why I always suggest you. Okay, I mean, if you have learned enough things, okay, I mean, or do not try to come. I mean, do not just try to pass the project. Try to go with the format. Okay, the format is that. So you have to. Okay, I mean, the format is that you have to explore multiple things, and from there you have to learn a number of things, a number of new techniques. Let's say you try out different 30 40 new techniques. Hardly 4 or 5
Hmm.
will work here. Okay, but in this process you will learn 30 40 new techniques or something new which we have not discussed in course or anywhere, right? So this is what we want you to do. Okay, and that's how you will work in the industry also. Okay, it is not that you have to just, I mean, whatever available model is there, you have to just implement that. Okay, it won't be like that.
Hmm.
This submission dot to CSV, it will directly put, create the CSV file and then store it in that output folder, right? We don't
Hmm.
have to reload this again,
Yeah,
right?
you don't have to reload this
I
again.
just have
So
to submit only.
no, 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 but again, you do not have to submit the CSV file directly. You
No,
have to always
I'm not
submit
telling
them.
that. I'm just
Uh-huh.
creating this piece of code, submission equal to, I'm converting it to a
Right,
data
right,
frame,
right,
right?
right,
Two
right,
column
right.
and then submission dot to CSV
Uh,
inside bracket. I just, this is the code they have given it during the dummy
I
submission.
agree. Yeah, right, right.
So I just copy paste and then that will put the Excel file directly on the output, right? I just need
Correct.
to just now
Hmm.
submit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Krishna.
Can we use the chain of models to implement the final model? I've
Yeah,
seen.
you can do. You can do. See, whatever comes in your mind, no, it is just that it should not be a pre-trained model. Try out different everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
What? So see, and if so whatever everyone is doing, if you are doing going to do the same thing, then you will be stuck at some average score,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So that's what I mean. And also, if you see that, okay, chain of models only, these are the things only like you are improving your model. Okay, what XGBoost is basically doing. I mean, behind the hood, they are also doing the same thing, no? Creating multiple random, I mean, decision tree model, and you are just combining it to
Okay.
get the, I mean,
Mm.
yeah.
And the other thing is, can we, I mean, create the blocks of code in the submission file itself. I mean the one with the ID and kind of format that we submit, right?
Sorry,
We,
sorry. Again.
I mean, these milestones are there, right? So we can add the block of code like milestone one, milestone two, and directly submit it, or we can do it as another file, new notebook.
Whatever suits you.
Okay, okay, yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. Anything else? Okay. If there are no new questions, we will close this. Okay. Okay. Keep doing the project. If you have any doubts, we are here on Discourse, and as you know, I mean, on every